Hi everybody, it's Miss Debbie again. Today we're going to talk about something very special. We're going to talk about gardening. Spring and summer, the weather's so beautiful. It's so much fun to be outside planting things in your gardens, if you have a garden. Today we're going to talk about gardening with food you may already have around your house. You don't even have to buy any seeds or anything. And then later on, we're going to go to my house and I'm going to show you what I'm planting in my garden. But first, we need to sing our song. Got my auto harp. Are you ready? Get your fingers together. Here we go. The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. For your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Good job, everybody. Thanks for singing along with me. Well, today I want to start us off with a story about a little red hen. This little red hen likes to garden, and she has a nice garden, but she'd also like some help in her garden, but doesn't quite turn out that way. So let me tell you the story about the little red hen. Once, there was a little red hen, and she lived on a farm with a duck, her friend the cat, a very lazy cat, and her friend the pig, who was also kind of lazy. One morning, the little red hen found some grains of wheat. She was so excited. She was going to plant those weeds, but she was going to ask her friends to help. So the little red hen went to her friends, and she went to the duck. And she said, "Oh, Mr. Duck, will you help me plant some seeds of wheat?" What does the duck say? Quack, quack. Duck said, "Quack, quack, quack." "Not I," said the duck. So she went to her friend, the cat. "How about you, Mr. Cat? Will you help me plant my seeds?" "Meow." "Not I," said the cat. And she asked her friend, the pig, "Will you help me plant my seeds?" What does the pig say? "Yep." "Oink, oink, oink," said the pig. "Not I," said the pig. "Then I'll do it myself," she said. And she took her seeds and she planted them. Before long, her garden started to grow. Look at the wheat growing. So she went to her friends and said, "Who will help me take care of the wheat this summer? It's growing." She went first to her friend the duck. "Quack, quack, quack." "Not I," said the duck. What do you think the kitty said? What does the kitty say? "Meow." "Not I," said the kitty. And Mr. Pig said, right, "Oink, oink, oink." "Not I," said Mr. Pig. "Then I'll do it myself," she said. And she worked in her garden. All summer long, she took care of growing wheat in her garden, and she made sure it had water. She pulled the weeds carefully from the rows, and by the end of summer, it was tall and ripe and ready to harvest. So she went to her friends again and said, "Who will help me cut the wheat?" Oh, what do you think? She went to the duck. What does the duck say? Right, "Quack, quack, quack." "Not I," said the duck. She went to her friend the cat. "Meow." "Not I," said the cat. And she went to her friend the pig. "Oink, oink, 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 oink." "Not I," said the pig. Then I'll do it myself. And she did. Oops, there you go. Look at that. Look at her cutting down all that. Look how tall that wheat got. Wow. At last the wheat was ready to go to the mill. Do you know what a mill is? That's where you take the wheat and they process it, and they get all the grains out of the wheat, and it turns into flour. And you use flour for cookies and cakes and bread. So she went to her friends and said, "Who will help me take the wheat to the mill?" What do you think? What did the duck say? Quack, quack, quack. Not I, said the duck. What does the cat say? Meow. Not I, said the cat. And she went to the pig, and the pig said, quack, quack, quack. Not I, said the pig. Then I'll do it myself, she said, and she took her wheat to the mill. Look, there's the miller. He's going to take that wheat and put it in there and get all the grain out of it so that they can have nice breads and things to make later. So she went home with a bag of flour from the mill. Ooh, she got home and she had her flour, and then she went to her friends and she said, "Oh, I'm ready to bake. Who will help me make the bread?" Of course. Quack, quack, quack. Not I, said the duck. These lazy animals. Oh my goodness. Meow. Not I, said the cat. And what did the pig say? Oink, oink, oink. Not I, said the pig. So she said, I'll do it myself. Look. And there she is. Look. She has some eggs here. She has the flour there. She's got some yeast in a bowl, and she's going to mix it all together. She's going to make some bread. Well, soon the bread was ready to take out of the oven to cool on the table. Ooh, that looks pretty yummy. And she went to her friends and she said, "Who will help me eat my bread?" What do you think they said this time? Look how happy they look. Quack, quack, quack. I will, said the duck. Meow. I will too, said the cat. And quack, 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 quack. I will too. I love bread, said the pig. Well, she said, no, you won't. Where were you when I asked you to help? Who planted the wheat? Who took care of the wheat? Who watered the wheat? Who pulled the weeds? Who harvested the wheat? Who took it to the mill? Who brought the flour home? Who mixed it all together? And who baked the bread? I did. You guys didn't do it at all. So, what I am going to do is, since I made it myself and did all the work, I'm going to share my bread just with me and my chicks. And she did. Oh, I bet you the cat and the pig and the duck were pretty sorry they didn't help out, because that looks like some yummy bread. Well, I hope you like that story. In a minute, we're going to see what my garden looks like. So next time you see me, we'll be in my backyard. Bye. See you soon. Hi, everybody. It's Miss Debbie, and I'm at my garden. This is my house. This is my backyard. Over there by the fence is where my garden is. And I wanted to bring you here today to show you what I'm doing in my garden. And I decided this year that I was going to plant vegetables that we already had, that we bought to eat. So with me, I have, what is this? It's a carrot. I have a carrot. I have a potato. And look, see these little parts of the potatoes? That's called the eyes. What I do is I take a knife and I cut around those. And then I take that and I put it in some water and I let it grow. Look, can you see the little roots coming from it already? I'll keep it in the water for a little bit longer because it's not big enough. And sometimes it even starts growing a little bit of a green stalk. And then I'll plant them in my garden. I think I have about 6 of them growing in there right now. For the carrot, I also, which Mom and Dad will have to help you, I cut off the end. And I don't usually eat the ends anyway. So what I do is I'll take the end and I put it in the water and I wait for it to grow some roots. And once it grows roots, then I plant it. Look how much it's grown. Look at that. This is all new things that have grown from my little carrot plant. I put it in the water here, and can you see? Can you see all the roots? Look at all those roots. I can't wait to see what my carrot's gonna look like, because carrots need a long place to grow, because it's a root vegetable. So this is a great container to grow carrots in. But I also have some carrots growing in my garden. So we'll see which ones grow better. But today I wanted to show you what to do with a pepper plant. Here's your pepper. Have Mom or Dad again help you with a knife and cut it off like right about there. And then you'll have 2 sides. This one I'll save and eat. This one, look at all those seeds in there. There's seeds here and there and all over. I take the seeds out, I take my finger and I scrape them out and I put them in a bowl. I put them in a bowl on a paper towel. You want to put them on a paper towel because you need them to dry out. So I leave them in here, I leave them on the paper towel. Oh, look, there's a few apple seeds in there too. I'll leave them in here on the paper towel for about a week. And then I plant them. Let me show you my pepper plants. These are my pepper plants. They've been growing for about a week now, maybe a week and a half. And they're still too small for me to put out in my big garden, but I want them to be about this big before they go. So they still have a ways to go. Once they get that big, I'll take them and I'll put them in my garden. And there is quite a few pepper plants here, probably more than I need. So I think when I get my peppers, I'll be sharing it with my neighbors. And I'll probably take some to the library. And maybe Miss Cheryl would like some peppers. We'll see. She might like peppers when they're all ready. Well, thank you for joining me here in my garden. And I'll see you soon back at the library. Bye. Hi, everybody. We're back at the library. I hope you had fun coming to my house and seeing my garden and what I'm growing. Maybe you even got to see some of my dogs in the background. Well, I have a song about growing things out in my garden. It's to the tune of Down by the Station. So if you know it, you can hum along with me. And it goes like this. Out in my garden, early in the morning, see the little vegetables all in a row. See the, what is that? Is that a carrot? What color? Orange. See the orange carrot. And the color? Green peas. There's peas in there. Water, ho, grow, grow, grow. Out in my garden, early in the morning, see the little vegetables all in a row. See the, you know what those are? They're potatoes. See the brown potatoes. Let's put the potatoes in there. And the red tomatoes. Water, ho, grow, grow, grow. Out in my garden, early in the morning, see the little vegetables all in a row. See the green peppers and the red radishes. Water, ho, grow, grow, grow. Out in my garden, early in the morning, see the little vegetables all in a row. See the green celery and the white garlic. Water, ho, grow, grow, grow. Out in my garden, early in the morning, see the little vegetables all in a row. With some sun and water and some time and waiting, it's fun to watch them grow, grow, grow. Good job, guys. Look at all my vegetables. Do you see something interesting about vegetables? Do you see that some grow in the dirt under the ground? And do you see some grow above the ground? Vegetables grow in a couple ways. One of my favorite vegetables to grow is garlic. Garlic is very easy to grow. If you've ever seen a bulb of garlic, if you look at it real closely, it has little sections, little cloves. And all you have to do is you break off one, and in the fall, you stick it in the ground. You just take your finger and poke it in the ground. And then in the springtime, you'll start seeing it growing. And by the end of summer, you should have plenty of garlic to eat. Well, if you don't have a garden to plant things, you can still see how a seed grows. You'll need a few things though. You'll need paper towel, a baggie, and a bean. Now I got my bean because I like making bean soup. So I have a bag of all kinds of different beans to make some bean soup with. But I picked out the big one, the lima bean. What you need to do is you take your baggie and you put your paper towel inside the baggie. Get it nice. Oh, first your paper towel needs to be wet. Wet it really good. And then once it's all wet, you put it, you don't want it wet where it's dripping, but you do want it wet. So you put it in your baggie. Then you take your bean and you'll open up your baggie and put your bean kind of in the middle. And then seal your baggie shut. And your bean will be right there in your baggie. And the water and the bean in there. And some people like to take a piece of tape and put it on their window. Just tape it on the window so the sun can get to it. And if you make sure the baggie is nice and closed, it should stay moist in there. And before long, this is what you should see. See, that's the bean. These are all the roots. And there's the sprout. And look, there's the leaves. A bean will grow on top of the ground, like we saw some of those vegetables on top of the ground. And beans will come from this part. When it gets to be this size, you could plant it if you really wanted to, if you have a spot. But if not, it's fun to see what a bean will do and how it will grow. Well, thank you for joining me today. I had a great time visiting at my house with you and talking about vegetables. So what I need to do is I need to sing our song, and we will be seeing each other real soon. So get your fingers together, and here we go. Good job, guys. It was so much fun spending time with you. I'll see you real soon.